Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Liman or Lehman, and I am Michael, the founder owner and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So to get some context here, you sent me an email back in February, and you said, I'm going to take the TOEFL exam on the 28th of February. I feel confused about how should I prepare in short time. I think my TOEFL score around 70. I need at least 90. What is your advice? So I recommended some specific advice for you, and I recommended a 30-day plan. And my goodness, you got 89. You did that in about 30 days. So you got 24 on the speaking, 20 on the listening, 22 on the speaking, and 23 on the writing. However, it's still not enough. You say, unfortunately, I missed the minimum requirement by 1 point. My new goal is 100 right now. I want to follow your course, but I'm not sure which one is best for me. You say, secondly, my GRE and writing score is really bad. I wonder that will your course help me to get higher score in GRE exam too? I'm going to say yes, but of course I can't guarantee anything. But the main thing my course is going to do is to develop your academic English language proficiencies, and of course that is going to help you improve your TOEFL and your GRE scores, I think, together. Now, I need to remind myself for a minute. I need to see exactly what I said to you before, and then let's see what we can add on. So your question here is how do you go from 89 to 100? What kinds of things can you do that will help you reach this higher mark? And what else can you do to improve your GRE and specifically with your vocabulary and writing proficiencies? All right. So let's take a look at what I said here first.
And I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system.
So basically the suggestions that I gave you in this video here, this helps or helped you to go from 70 to 89.
To pass a TOEFL IBT. And you made a comment over at my website. So let's take a look at your specific situation.
And to be honest with you, I'm surprised that you went from 70 to 89 in just 30 days. That's typically not normal. So you have some very good improvements.
You said, I'm going to take a TOEFL exam in February. You
okay.
I feel confused about how, you say, should I prepare? You want to say how I should prepare.
Okay.
In a short time. I think my TOEFL score, you want to say here, is around 70. I need at least 90. So what is your advice to me? What program will I follow in this short time? So you got 25 days. So I think based in your situation, I'm going to recommend my 30-day TOEFL study guide. And that will give you about 4 weeks of good study. You'll be able to solve problems with vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar. You get a lot of practice with your reading, listening, speaking, and writing areas. So you will get a lot of practice, but I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, if you're asking me, can I go from 70 to 90 in 25 days? I'm going to say probably not.
Yeah, it is pretty unusual. I still agree with what I said. Now, I know that you've proved me wrong, which is incredible. But most students don't make the kind of improvements that you made. So you did a wonderful job in terms of improving your TOEFL score. You should be very, very happy with yourself.
Of course, you can study, do your best, get the best score possible, but it's typically not very likely that you can increase your score 20 points in 25 days. It's just not very likely. Most students, Lemon, they usually improve their score about 5 to 10 points for each month.
Yeah, that's what I normally say.
So that's probably what you're looking at right now. So I'm going to give you 3 specific things that I think you can do right now.
Now, I think I'm pretty sure I know what these 3 things are. And you want to keep doing these things.
Number 1, continue to get in the habit of reading every day for about 45 minutes. This is very important. Similarly, get in the habit habit of practicing listening every day for about 45 minutes. Now, when you're choosing reading materials,
keep doing this, by the way.
Newspapers and books, these are all appropriate materials for you right now. Now, with your listening, if you have English TV, focus on news, documentary, science, and also history programs. That would also give you some really good listening practice. Now, as you do the reading and the listening practice, Lemon, get in the habit of note-taking.
Yes.
Try to get down in your notes the main and the most important supporting points of these reading and listening passages. And that's going to be important. So using your notes, you can write 3 academic summaries each week. Each summary should be about 250 words. That's going to be really helpful for your integrated writing abilities.
Okay.
Now, you can also practice speaking about the information by making 60-second recorded responses of the reading and listening
keep
passages.
doing this too.
Of course, if you do that, you'll actually be improving your integrated speaking abilities, which is also important. So if you do those first 2 things, that really, really helps to improve your academic
Yes, it does.
language proficiency. The third thing, Lemon, is to go through the lessons in my 30-day...
Okay, and I think you've already done this, right? So this brings us up to date to where we are right now. Okay, so 89 to 100, so you're looking at about 11 points. And you're also wanting to improve your verbal, your GRE verbal and writing score. So I would recommend, for the GRE, I would get a book or use some type of website. I'm not an expert with the GRE. That's not what I specialize in. I specialize in helping students reach their TOEFL goals, of course. So you probably need to talk to somebody else in that area. But it just makes sense, though. I mean, if you want to work on your vocabulary and your writing skills, which is what you're saying, then that means you want to spend more time in the vocabulary and the writing part of my course. That means I would do a heavy focus on the integrated writing skills. That's going to be very valuable, not just for TOEFL, but that should also help you improve your writing proficiency for the GRE. But having said that, you should get a GRE book that does have the types of writing prompts that you will see on the actual exam, so you can do some practice in those areas. All right, so basically, when I'm looking at your score right now, so you really are in pretty good shape with the reading area. You need to make more improvements in the listening, speaking, maybe the writing areas. So my suggestion for you, I'm not going to suggest a specific study guide, because remember that my course, it has over 700 lessons to help you with your vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, writing, and speaking areas. So you can do pretty much anything you want. My suggestion for you is to focus, I think, a lot right now in the vocabulary, in the listening, the speaking, and the writing parts of my course. So any lessons you haven't done yet, any practice tests you haven't completed yet, you can do those things this time around as you continue to improve on your 89 TOEFL score, which in my opinion is amazing. It really is. I mean, you've done a great job so far. But like many students, your journey is a little bit longer. So your journey now is continuing on to 100. So you're now getting into the really, really competitive TOEFL scores of over 100. That qualifies you for a lot of different kinds of things, and the least of which is when you finish your graduate degree, it really helps out on your resume to say that you got 100 on the TOEFL. That's going to be very valuable for your employment opportunities. You're showing your employer that you have very, very strong academic English language abilities. All right, so to conclude this video, let me just say, keep following the suggestions that I had in the first video, in which I give you suggestions about how you can do reading, listening, and then writing and speaking practice. Continue to do that. That will continue to help you improve. Now, in addition to that, focus a lot right now in the vocabulary, the listening, speaking, and the writing parts of my course, and complete the lessons and practice tests in those areas so that you can continue to improve your academic English language proficiencies. All right? Anyway, congratulations again on your wonderful improvements so far. And it seems like you're very motivated. You have specific goals, and I'm very confident that you will continue to make the improvements that you seek. All right, thank you.